Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to do this very simple and easy makeup look which you can carry if you're going for an interview or a meeting. So this is just about making your skin looking really fresh and flawless. Here I'm starting with a moisturized skin and I'm applying my L'Oreal Infallible foundation. I'm using the buffing brush because this gives a really good finish and it makes sure that the foundation is well set into my skin. I am just going to apply this foundation all over my face. This foundation gives a medium to heavy coverage, so I'm using a second coat just on the places where I feel I need a little more coverage. This foundation really lasts for long, you guys. I just love this one for when I know I won't be getting chances to retouch my base makeup. And never ever forget your neck because then it looks very incomplete, as well as your ears. So once I'm happy with the way my foundation is looking, I am going to slightly conceal my under eyes, and for this I'm using the Cinema Secrets kit number 3. I am not using a lot of product because when you're going for a formal setup, you have to make sure that you do not look really harsh because then you can look intimidating to some people. Well, that's honestly just my opinion. You can have a different opinion, but that is what I think. So I'm really going with a light hand as well with my contour. You can see that I'm really using a light browny browny shade. I'm not going with a very harsh color because I don't want very sharp contour lines or very sharp contouring to be seen, but just enough so that my face doesn't look flat. Again, I'm buffing it all in with this buffing brush. This brush does a really good job. So there we go. I'm not going to set my concealer or my contour with a powder because then it will look more intense. So I'm just going to let it be the way it is. For my eyes, I'm using this nude shade from the Maybelline Nude palette. The only reason I'm using this is because I want a uniform color on my lids and nothing else. So I'm using a light nude pink sort of shade. Next, I'm going in with liner. Make sure you do not give a really dramatic wing, just a slight bit. This is their real liner from Benefit. This got this really nice tip which makes drawing the wing really easy, but sometimes this doesn't work very smoothly as you can see here. You have to twist the bottom for the product to come up, and sometimes even after a lot of twists there's no product on the top. So yeah, it is a bit clumsy, but it's good. It goes off really matte and it gives a good finish, so I like it. So once my liner is done, next I'm using a brownish shade from the Maybelline Nude palette again because I'm not really a fan of kajal Also, it looks really harsh sometimes, so I'm using the brown shade on my lash line just to give my eyes a little dimension and so that they do not look incomplete. A brown always gives a nice softer appearance to your eyes as compared to black. And I'm using a highlighter shade from the same palette and slightly on the inner corners of the eyes. Now the next step is really important, that is filling your eyebrows. This is because the eyebrows form a really important part of your face. They frame your face in a really nice way. And if you do not do your eyebrows, sometimes your foundation that you've applied for the entire face gets filled inside the eyebrows. So the face can look a bit incomplete, or the hair could look white and it could look shabby. So whenever you're going for an interview, make sure that the eyebrows are well groomed and you have at least filled them lightly. We do not have to go very harsh, we do not have to do the Instagram type eyebrows, just very lightly. And here I've used the NYX Diamond Frame for filling my eyebrows. Next I'm going in with my mascara. For blush again, as you can see, I've used the same buffing brush and I've slightly picked up the product just a little bit so that my face doesn't look flushed off. So a slight hint of pink. And for the lips, I'm using a really sort of nude lip liner. This one is from MAC and it's called Spice. So this one did really slightly match with my outfit. So that's the reason I'm using this one. Again, for just, I mean, you could use gloss to the middle part of your lips, but here I'm using a glossy lip color. And we're done, you guys. For the hair, I've just done a little buff and tied a high ponytail. So that is it. That's how easy it is when you have to get ready for an interview.